we should be good now, right? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so, while I'm waiting for the necessary things I need to be able to stream, Metal Gear Solid 4, we're going to start on Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. I was going to do this last because it's kind of iffy if it's canon or not. But it is a really good Metal Gear game, and I want to go through it. So it's a good time to do it in between while we're waiting for those things. So, let's get started, I guess. I just want to point out how much of, like, a bop the music is in this game. Like, it's so good. Such a jam. So yeah, there's our titular Metal Gear right there on the front. Codename Rasha. I think you're supposed to say Rasha. I don't remember. It's Raxa. Okay, so I did start a new story a little while ago, clearly. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to start a new one. Because I don't want to just continue on. I don't even remember where I was, so. Input your name. Okay. Oh, God. The PSP keyboard. I do not miss this. I wonder if I can fit my whole name, my whole thing. Let's try. We could just do ConkerChimera too, if we wanted to. If it doesn't fit, but I think it will. It's not really that necessary. It's just the save file. So, but I didn't want to call it Conquer again because then we'll get confused. Okay. Start. This name is okay. Hello, Willow. Lie down, baby. Yeah. Auto-saving. I get it. So we're obviously not going to care about doing any crazy extra stuff like we've done with every other Metal Gear game. We're just going to play the game casually. I'm not playing it on anything. I don't know if I want to do easy or normal. I feel like normal. I don't want to go easy. I don't want it to be too easy, but my thing is the controls are kind of weird, so that's why I'm like hesitant to go to harder difficulties. Somebody watch The Matrix.
Right on time. Excellent. It's been exactly 12 hours since we administered the drug. I trust your dreams were pleasant, Big Boss.
What are you talking about?
Oh, please drop the act. I know all about you, boss. Or would you prefer I called you Naked Snake?
Sounds like you've got the right guy. Who are you?
My name is Lieutenant Cunningham. Until 4 weeks ago, I was with the CIA.
Cunningham? Fox Unit's interrogation specialist?
Ah, so you have heard of me. I'm honored, Snake.
And those guys who attacked me, they were Fox too?
Yeah, although we'll leave it at that for now.
What do you want from me? I'm retired from Fox. I'm guessing this isn't a social call, or you wouldn't have brought the goons.
Retired? Yeah, I suppose you are to the outside world. Don't worry. I'm not here to give you a new mission. I just want to ask you one simple question. 6 years ago, as a member of Fox, you prevented a full-scale nuclear war. You were hailed as a true patriot, given the title of Big Boss by the President. And then you turned right around and quit the unit. Threw aside your rank, your good name. Mysterious, don't you think?
Hmm.
What did you see out there on your mission? What did you see in Grozny Grad?
I love that we get artwork of like MGS3. That's so cool.
Where is the legacy?
You mean the Philosopher's Legacy?
Yes, the secret cache of funds amassed by the Big Three during the Second World War.
He don't have
Where
it.
is it?
If you're looking for the legacy, try the CIA. They're the ones who took it after the mission 6 years ago.
Simply apply the right type of pain to the right degree at just the right location. It's always been my policy for persuasion, and I found it to be quite effective. The CIA only recovered
Sounds
half
familiar.
of the legacy from the Soviets after Operation Snake Eater. And you know where the other half went.
The CIA only got half?
You can drop the act. You defeated the boss and returned alive, so you must know where the other half of the legacy is. And now, you're gonna tell me, Snake?
Don't have a clue.
That's too bad. Because I'd hate to have to continue persuading you like this.
Bro.
Comrade. No matter. We have plenty of time. Sooner or later, I'm sure it'll all come back to you.
Wait. This isn't an official mission, is it? What happened to Major Zero? Tell me the truth, Cunningham.
This is an official Fox mission.
Oops, sorry.
For now.
Story in this game is actually quite good. Like, this game is very underrated in my opinion. I feel like no one talks about it. Ever since Peace Walker came out, this game kind of just got, like, pushed aside as, like, the inferior. But, like, it's a good game. The controls are its biggest downfall. But I feel like if we got a remake, you know, that would be huge. Hello, person. I know who you are, but... It feels weird playing this now. After playing Portable Ops Plus. It's got a nice ring to it. Who are you? I'm just a prisoner like you. An American? How'd an American like you end up in a prison? A prisoner in a place like this? It's a long story. But never mind that. Don't you want to get out of here? Like, isn't Snake technically an American too? you know a way? Take a good look under the bed. See that duct? The cover comes right off and you can go through it to the next room. Because I'm the one that took the cover off. My God, I can't read tonight. My brain is not braining. But as luck would have it, they moved me to another cell right after that, so I never got a chance to use it. If you make it out, will you do a fellow prisoner a favor? A favor? Don't worry, you'll get something out of it too. Deal. I'll give it a shot. I'm not doing the voices. I'm sorry. If I have to stream through this and do Snake's voice, I swear I won't have a throat. I don't know how David Hayter does it. Props. Shout out to David Hayter. The legend himself. Which way does he want me to go? Does it matter? I don't remember. I don't want to miss items, you know? Like I said, we're playing casually, but I'm going to try and do, like, an actual good job. Like, when I played through this a little while ago, we kind of rushed through it because I was just trying to show off. Okay, MK22. Nice. I like that they just leave a weapon out here. Oh, it's his gear. I get it. Aromatic polyamide. This is the Fox unit's newest sneaking suit. What's this doing here? It's there for you, Snake. Just ready to go. I actually think it's a cool sneaking suit.
Well, I'll be damned. It is Snake. Or should I say, Big Boss. Are you the real deal?
You know me?
Are you kidding? You're a legend in the Black Ops world.
Black Ops.
What's a hero like you doing in a place like this?
Beats me. I'd like to find out myself. Where are we anyway? Near the equator from the looks of it. If I had to guess, I'd say South America.
You got it, Big Boss. The San Geronimo Peninsula, to be exact. Known to the locals as La Peninsula de los Muertos, the Peninsula of the Dead. It's off the coast of central Colombia, more or less directly south of Cuba.
Never heard of it.
You wouldn't have. It doesn't show up on any conventional maps. It's under Red Army control.
The Red Army? In Colombia?
In 1964, the Russians provided military aid to FARC, Colombia's biggest rebel faction.
Ah, yes,
and
FARC.
in return, FARC gave them this land.
1964, the year of the Virtuous Mission.
2 years prior, the Russians failed in their attempt to build an intermediate-range ballistic missile base in Cuba. Had they succeeded in deploying nuclear-equipped IRBMs inside Cuba, every major American city would have been within range.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
Exactly. In the end, the Russians gave up on the idea of deploying missiles in Cuba. But rumor had it that they were looking for a new site, one where they could build a base in secret.
And that place was the San Geronimo Peninsula.
Yeah, well, not exactly. Apparently, the plans for this missile base were abandoned before it was built.
Abandoned?
Due to
Who's the voice
time,
actor for Campbell?
both the U.S. and the Soviet Union are having trouble financing their enormous military budgets, and they can't afford to keep waging the Cold War like they did in the 60s. Last year, they began conducting the strategic arms limitation talks, with the goal of limiting each country's number of ballistic missiles.
Meaning no more need to build a new
Modern
missile
day, it
base.
didn't work out so well.
Right. But as you can see, they'd already completed part of the facility. We were sent in to investigate what was going on. Before we could do that, they ambushed us.
They?
The Fox unit. My team was wiped out in the blink of an eye. I fear I'm the only survivor.
What's the Fox unit doing in a Soviet base?
Not a clue. I'd have expected you to know more about it than me.
I'm not with Fox anymore.
I see. Anyway, that's all I've got.
All right. Hold on. I'll get you out of there.
It's no use. I've tried over and over. You need a special key to unlock the cell door. Right now, you've got to get out of here. Head 5 clicks southeast of the detention center, and you should reach a communications base. I need you to call in a rescue, if you can.
Rescue?
You should be able to make contact with the States using the satellite uplink, but the circuit will most likely be monitored. If only you could use some kind of encrypted transmission.
Someone capable of receiving an encrypted protocol that they can't listen in on.
Any ideas?
I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off, but there's one thing I could try.
Yeah.
Great. I'm counting on you, Big Boss.
Call me Snake.
It's been an honor, Snake. The name's Campbell. Roy Campbell. Good
Dun
luck.
dun dun. It's Colonel Campbell. I don't know, like, if there is actually some kind of thing in the canon story, whether or not this is here, of Big Boss meeting Campbell. I'm not sure. I don't remember. That reminds me, you've been out of action for a while, haven't you, Snake? Now will be a good time for a light refresher just to help you get reacquainted with your weapons and basic actions. I don't really want to, though. Can we skip it, please? Because I've literally been playing this game for, like, days now. I'm just trying to see if there's items in any of these rooms. I don't think there are. I think it's only the one that we were in. Okay. Oh my god, we know. I know, Campbell, please. I know. You got it. I'm out. I got shit to do, bro. Yes. Oh, thank God you can't skip it. Now, the last time I did this, I'm pretty sure I got caught, like, almost immediately. Yeah, because there's a guard right here. I don't know if I can CQC with that gun equipped. I'm wait for this guy to turn around and back again, just in case. Don't trust it. Gotcha. And he's out of here. Now, I don't remember where I'm supposed to go exactly. Probably should have watched the tutorial. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Plus, we can probably grab some items around if there are any. We might get a caution if that guy wakes up. That's the only thing. Because this gun doesn't have a suppressor, does it? No. I don't think so. Yeah. So that's unfortunate, to say the least. It's in here. Anything? It's just a guard outpost. It's worth checking. Because I know, I do know that basically we just need to get out of here right now. And then once we get out, we get a, you know, like the menu like we had in Portable Ops Plus. We basically get the same thing. So we get to, like, manage a squad and all that. All that fun stuff. Okay. Any guards? Just a guard I just knocked out. Okay. So I guess we'll go in here. Just gotta be careful and keep an eye on where everybody is. I don't think there are any weapons around, though. I could be wrong. I know we have to go out this way because this way gets to the exit. I think we just gotta get to where the truck is, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong once again. Okay, does this guy move or is this guy just chill? We should do at least a little bit better now because we're like used to the controls where we were playing Portable Ops Plus for so long. I'm so used to like the controls, and I think when we went back and played this first, I did this before Portable Ops Plus, and it was like, you know, a lot of getting used to the controls, definitely. So what's this guy's deal? What's your pattern there, sir? It seems like he walks that way and then walks back, so we'll go now. Probably is a good time. What a weird pattern. I'm glad that the reach distance is actually good. Okay, I think there's a guard here. Hard to remember these things. Okay, yeah, there's like a Johnny guy. It's okay, we'll crouch past the window here. Worst part about this is like figuring this guy's pattern. Although we could just run for it from here. So it's like the similar kind of mission style as Portable Ops Plus, except obviously there's a story to it more. Oh, there's some medication in there, though. No, I don't even care. We're just gonna go. We just gotta get to the communications tower. Once again, I'm only going to stream this as long as like my PSP is good, so we obviously might end before that, but I mean, if the battery starts dying, then we're going to have to end stream wherever. Hey, what's up? That's the dish for the satellite communications. This must be the communication space. No shit. The communicator I'm looking for is in that building. We'll get a cutscene when we're in there too. Are you done streaming now? I seen you were streaming. I was gonna watch, but I was out, and my data was not good. I couldn't do anything today. The power went out earlier today in my area, and it was gone for like a bajillion years. So I literally couldn't do anything today. I got nothing done. It sucks. I'm glad it's back now so I could do this, though, because I really was looking forward to playing this. Might stream more later. If you stream later, I'll come check it out for sure. There's not many guards here. Like, I feel like I'm being overly cautious now because I'm playing Portable Ops on Extreme. And now I'm just playing, like, or Portable Ops Plus on Extreme, and now where I'm playing just regular Portable Ops, I'm like,
What the? Huh?
oh no,
What was that?
that's not good. Just go, Snake. Get behind the wall. We didn't get time for that. Where is he? I always find it's really hard to see these cards because they dressed in all yellow, I guess, and like the entire shading of this game is like yellow green.
Just my imagination.
It's totally just your imagination, bro. We should probably take that guy out because he's gonna cause trouble. Can I run past here without? Yes. Oh god, there's two. That almost went bad. Where's this go? Does this go into the main building, I wonder? There's some ammo or something here. I always forget that, like, there's a lot of voice acting in this game, too. Like, when it gets to the graphic novel type cutscenes. I could be wrong, but I think it's the same animator that did Peace Walker later on. But I could be wrong about that. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like it is, though. The style is very similar if it's not. I was gonna say, what are the chances of someone seeing me? I do like that they place boxes around, like, kind of strategically for the reason of not getting caught. Okay, sir, what's your deal? Oh, he just does that. Can I actually get him without getting caught, though? Because that's a really weird angle for him to turn on. Like, I don't know what his deal is. Yeah, because he turned back this way. Like, he's not turning the other way. What a weird pattern. I've seen him turn away. He's just not doing it. I could distract him, I suppose, but I don't really have any items considering I just broke out of prison. I was gonna go, but like... God damn it. Maybe I'm better off going around the other way. Well, maybe not, though. Although it might be easy to get this guy if I can get him to turn around. Problem is that there's two guards here, and getting to both of them is kind of an issue. Oh, for the love of God. He would hear me. It's okay. There's not really many hiding places here, is there? It's not like I have healing items like I usually do. I don't remember where I'm supposed to freaking go. Just go down here. Ow. Remember when you get to level 17 and just quit? Yeah. Unfortunately, I do remember that, yep. I definitely remember that. It was quite the event. From what I remember. There we go. Is that Campbell? Does anybody read me? This is Snake. If anybody can hear this, please respond. Snake. Is that you? Is this the real naked Snake? This is how we learn. That voice. Paramedic? It's me. It's been a while. Huh, Snake. There's a lot of stuff that's not voice acted in this game, which is the unfortunate part, but it's what it is. It's good to hear your voice again. Same here. I'd be even better if it weren't in this godforsaken place. So you're still using this circuit. Major Zero kept it just in case. He said if you were safe, you might try to use it to contact us. To be honest, I never really expected you to call, but I'm glad you did. Yeah, me too. But why are you on the line? Where's the Major? Major Zero was placed under arrest by the military last month. The military? The Pentagon arrested the Major? Why? He's been held under suspicion of treason. I don't know the details, but a month ago the CIA unit stole a top-secret weapon guarded by the military and fled to the country. They're charging the Major with instigating the revolt. You've been charged too, Snake. Me? The military believes you spearheaded the rebellion. You've got to be kidding me. I'm retired from Fox. I know, Snake. Calm down and just listen to me. The CIA unit, the one that stole the prototype, the weapon and executed the revolt, its name was Fox. Meaning the Fox unit is your next target. What the hell? What are they after? I don't know. Any members of Fox who didn't join the rebellion were killed. This unit is in shambles. I don't believe this. I know how you feel. You know why the military suspects you, don't you, Snake? Whoever started this mess managed to gather Fox members specializing in solo missions and killed all those who opposed. The only soldier who could have pulled that off is you. Done in by my own overblown reputation. So what else is new? Are you the only one there? For now, at least. But Sigan's helping us over at ARPA, the Pentagon's Advanced Research Projects Agency. Right, his frequency is 148.41. Okay. Yo, Snake, long time no see. I hear you got yourself in a bad mess out there. Mr. Sigan, looks like I need your help again. Aw, man, that's cool. We've been through a lot together. With your skills, shouldn't be hard to find your way out of there. But that's not going to be enough. You got to catch whoever started this revolt. If you can't take him alive, Deb will do just fine. Huh? We need some evidence that proves your innocence. Otherwise, we're going to end up in court-martialed for helping you. I see what you're saying, but I can't do it. We're not just talking about one Rogue Fox members here. They've got Russian soldiers based on the peninsula on their side. Yeah, that's what we heard too. I don't know if I can read all this, man. They got the soldiers that were already stationed here to join them. Hearts and minds, the bread and butter of special forces. Anyway, because of that, neither the US or the Soviet Union can get involved publicly. But if the world found out the Russians built a nuclear base in Colombia, or that America had one of their most advanced weapons stolen, there'd be hell to pay. And the rogue unit is using those secrets as leverage in a demand negotiations for independence with the US and the Soviet Union. They're planning to create a new military nation. So in other words, they got the forced strength necessary to back up these crazy demands. And I can't expect any backup from home. And you want me, on my own, to go in and capture their ringleader of this rebellion. Well, there's no reason you have to do it alone. If the rebels manage to get a local militia on the side, who's to say you can't do the same thing? You're saying I should convince the Russians and the rebels to join my side? It's not that complicated, man. Just think of it as procuring your allies on site. That's what you're good at, isn't it? Procurement on site? You're kidding, right? This isn't the same as catching fish and snakes, you know. You gotta try, Snake. Otherwise, everybody's gonna be gunning for you and the rebels and the Pentagon, and you're gonna bring us and Major Zero down with you. Oh, I do have good news too. As luck would have it, we just sent a scout unit to the peninsula to gather intelligence. It's an SFG unit, the Green Berets here. We lost contact with them a little while ago, but they still might be some survivors. If you rescue them, they'll help you out. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Okay, I'll see what I can find. I'm talking about Campbell and his squad. No, I want to go through the story. I'm going to do it, but I might not read every single one is what I'm trying to say. I'll probably just leave it on screen enough time for anybody to read it if they want to. You okay, Roy? Snake, what are you doing back here? Found a key, thought you might be interested in it. Did you call for help? Nobody's coming. What? Seems they think I'm the one who's leading Fox, the one who wiped out your unit. That's insane. And unless I clear my name, they're not letting me back into the country. And we can forget about someone coming to rescue us. Clear your name, but how? Track down the real roots of Fox's rebellion. Roy. What? I need your help to pull this off. Me? Yeah, I need your skills as a Green Beret. Well, Snake, don't go getting any crazy ideas. What's so crazy about? Look at me, my leg's broken. I can barely walk. And I've had this nasty fever for days. Alright, why don't you drive instead of walk? What do you mean? On a base this big, there's bound to be personnel transport vehicle, or two lying around. Well, yeah, but... And you don't need your legs to fire a gun, right? So are you with me? Roy. Alright, I'm with you. Great, I owe you one. Jeez, who'd have thought the legendary Big Boss would be this pushy? I'm leaving my spare radio with you. If anything happens, call me. We'll use frequency 140.85. Press the select button to open the radio screen. And use the left-right directional buttons to adjust the frequency, blah 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 blah. Skip that crap. I've been playing Portable Ops Plus for days, I know how to play this now. Okay, first things first, we need intel. Did you get some kind of briefing before the mission? The first recon target we were given during pre-mission briefing at Fort Bragg was here, the Soviet frontline patrol base. This will be our first target for information collection. I can take you there, I've got a good idea of where it's located. Well, more like I don't know where any of the other facilities are exactly. It'll do, so what's the plan? This place is packed with soldiers, the perfect target for our first recon. Get as much intel as you can. You should be able to extract useful information by listening in on the soldiers. Alright, we'll go with your plan. Looks like we'll make a great team, Snake. Let's get moving. Sweet. So yeah, so now we get like management and stuff like that. It's like Peace Walker. Think of it like almost the same, very similar story to Peace Walker, but the main difference is that there's no Kaz. It's basically like Campbell is the same position as Kaz would be, if that makes sense. So that's why I kind of consider it to not be canon, but like at the same time, it kind of is to a certain degree because it's before Peace Walker. So it depends on how you look at it, really, but most people would say it's not. It was canon when MGS4 came out, and then after that, they made it not canon. Or they never really said. They were just kind of like, well, it's not really made by Kojima. It's just overseen. And it's like, that sucks. It's a good game. Deserves a remaster for sure. I really hope they include it when they do remasters, but I doubt they will. Okay, now get out there and suss out the situation. You can learn a lot from what the enemy is saying. Just get close to an enemy and listen carefully. I know you can do it. When you're approaching an enemy, hold the triangle button down as you move. That will muffle your footsteps during your approach. Got it. Something wrong, Campbell? No, it's just got dizzy for a second. You sure you're alright? How's the fever? I'm fine. There's more important things to worry about. Take care of yourself. We can't afford to have you out of action now. Yeah, I know. I think he's got like malaria or some weird disease. He's got some illness, and we have to get medication for it eventually, but we're not there yet. Okay, what do we got here? So we got some more procurement. We got lots of ammo. Don't really need a bunch of ammo though. We'll keep one of those. See, I don't know how much 7.62 we're gonna need. Depends on if we find some guns around, but we'll take our time. So yeah, you'll probably recognize these maps from the other game, obviously. Give me a break. You've been watching too many movies. No, this ain't no joke. I heard that. American officer, the one our boss brought in. Say something about it. You mean that's tight? You mean that tight ass peg leg? You should have seen that bastard's face when the topic of the weapon came up. There must have been something in that document that arrived from HQ the other day. Probably just has a bad case of the runs. I know I do. Johnny? This isn't a joke. Look, I know what you're saying. Aiming that thing at our motherland. That just doesn't sit right with me. Yeah, it's suicidal. But it's just a threat, right? A bluff. He's an expert at this sort of manipulation. I hope you're right. Do you ever wonder what kind of weapon we're really storing? Sometimes, but it's not your run-of-the-mill nuclear missile we're protecting, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a Metal Gear. It's one of the more scuffed-looking Metal Gears, but a Metal Gear nonetheless. There is a weapon over there. I feel like I should try to get that. Problem is, I gotta knock out these guards for that. Are they gonna split up, or... I could try to lure them away, but I feel like if I knock, they're both gonna come over here, which is gonna be a huge issue. We can get the document first. I don't know if the level will be over if I get it, but we can always come back here to procure more weapons after. It's not a big deal. Oh, we can't go in this way. We have to go around. Okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna have much choice, am I?
Huh? Huh?
Did only he hear that? I hope so. Yeah, okay, we're good. I think so.
Nothing here.
Turn around. There you go. Why did the other guy go, God damn it. It's so hard to navigate this, like, properly. I suppose I could just go around them. I do want these weapons, though. I feel like they're going to be useful. Depending on what they are. I'm not even sure what they are. Like, if I grab him, is the other one going to notice? I don't know. I don't know how good the AI is in this. I don't remember. Trying to think what I could do here. Maybe this? Trying to get one of them to come over, not the other one.
Huh?
There you go. Oh. Are they like a squad, though?
What? Huh? What was that?
Oh, for the love of God. There's nothing. That might work out for me, though.
Nothing here. Just my imagination. Okay, they're stupid. Gotcha. Down you go. Who's left? There's only the other guy, right? That's it. Yep. Okay. Because the more weapons we have, the better off we're gonna be for at least for the next couple missions until we get like more of a base on the go. So I do want to kind of stock up here a little bit if I can. You know, the worst part about this game is they make you do these like rolling puzzles to get shit, which sucks. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Just pick that up. Oh, he picked it up again. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Like I said, we're only gonna casually play this. I'm not gonna do like no crazy stuff, but I am gonna just try and at least get enough stuff that we can actually get through the game sort of easily. I'm playing it on normal. I'm not playing it on easy, so I just figured I was thinking about playing it on easy because the controls are so like the worst part about this game. But I think it's fine if we... I think we'll be fine. We just gotta take our time, that's all. I think we can just go past this guy. Is there anything up there? I don't know. I don't think so. I know there are some items down here, though. I should probably grab the medication and stuff. Rations. Should have some more actual animated cutscenes soon, too. There's a bunch at the beginning, and then there's like, kind of just when it gets to like very main story areas, you get more. Okay. Who we got over here? We got another Johnny boy. Okay. I see. Are you... What is your walking pattern? I hope it's like in a circle, because if it is, that's sick. I think it is, too.
I'm glad that I played Portable Ops Plus a lot more before I played this, because I feel like it's definitely given me like an advantage gameplay wise, because I'm used to the controls. If we had just went straight into this, it would have been so amazingly difficult for me. I don't think there's any items up here. I was just checking. Obviously, also, there's a lot of those special characters that are in Plus aren't in this version, because they were added for that. There are special characters, just I don't think you can get Raiden or, like, people like that. I could be wrong, but I think if you tranquilize kill them, that's what you get. You recruit them. Does he move, or does he just... He just stands there? I don't want to grab that document yet, because that ends the mission. Hello, sir. Good night, sir. I like how they give an explanation for why there's Russian soldiers here. Like, they're like, oh, well, they're working with the Russians, but it's just like... They didn't want to add new assets. They just used the assets from MGS3 as the real reason, if we're being real. Okay, I was just checking to see if there was like a soldier or something we could get. Secret documents. Looks like you obtained some enemy documents. Good work. Okay, hoof it back to the truck. We'll look them over after you get back. I was gonna say, I don't think I actually have to... I think it just ends, which is good. I'm glad that they don't make you, like, backtrack in these. They're nice little quick missions. Makes sense for a portable game, right? Snake, about those documents you found just now. Find anything interesting? You're not going to believe this. Try me. It seems the rebels are actually planning to activate the new weapon they stole. The document outlines details of a launch plan. The date and time aren't mentioned. But it looks like we don't have much time. No way, they're in the middle of negotiations with Washington and Moscow. Even assuming this launch plan is real, it's going to be a bluff to strengthen their hand. Maybe, but they exterminated us Green Berets with their own comrades without mercy or remorse. I don't think they're too particular about the means to their end. I hope it turns out I'm worrying too much, but if they are serious about this, it could ignite a global crisis. Snake, until we have a clear picture of what's going on here, I think we should assume the worst. Better to overreact now than to laugh about it later and ignore this and live to regret it. I can't argue with you on that one. Right, now we're the only ones on this peninsula in a position to stop these guys. It's our duty to act before the launch deadline. Yeah, you're right. Even so, the fact that there are only 2 of us and we can't do this alone. Got any ideas? Snake? When you were listening in on the enemy, did you get the feeling that maybe not everyone is satisfied with their commander? Yeah, some of them were griping about it. Tell me, how hard do you think it would be to recruit some of those soldiers over to our side? Recruit them? Exactly. We could use any grievances they have against their leader to try to persuade them to join us. Sowing discord among the enemies has been a very basic element of psychological warfare since the time of Confucius, right? Play our cards right, and we might be able to find out what's really going on. What do you think, Snake? Sigint was saying the same thing. Yeah, it might be worth a try. I knew I could count on you. Now, first thing we gotta do is choose a suitable candidate. So what exactly does that entail? I'm getting reports of soldiers unhappy with the rebellion and also be found in other areas. That means you'll have to drag them back to the truck so we can have a friendly chat about them joining our little resistance. Go out and give it a try. Oh, and one more thing. We've learned the name of the enemy's supreme commander. Who is it? His name is Gene. Gene? Okay then, let's get this mission started. Pick some place where the enemies will be easy to convert. So where to, big boss? I'm probably gonna do supply depot, I think. It's probably... Yeah. So, just basic thing. Just you knock one of the soldiers out, bring him back to the truck. Bam. There is an actual cutscene coming up too, if you're interested in that. I'm pretty sure there is once we get one of the soldiers. Let's review. We're going to get a scout soldiers with grudges against Jean. Listen to what the enemy is saying. Then once you found someone ripe for the picking, grab them and bring them back to the truck. Best time to get them is when they're alone. Like, no shit. I don't need to go through all this, thanks. Okay. So, you know this level. We've seen this level. Now, I'm probably going to go with, like, the first dude I see here. This level's the easiest to do it. That's why I picked it. We just get it done right quick. If there's certain missions we can go through really quickly and I don't have to spend too much time on them, I'm going to do that because, I mean, obviously, I don't want to spend too much time on each mission. Not because I don't want to play it, but because, oh my god, this guy been dropping ammo like it's candy. Obviously, I want to, try to get this right, and I want to get through the game kind of quickly because I don't want to have to deal with the battery dying in the middle of like a really important mission. So we're gonna have to try to like time resource this, I guess. So like if we're doing like a really important story mission, we're gonna have to like chill out and probably hold things off for like next streams. But we're good for now. Capture complete. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't even let me get multiple, I don't think. Here we go. Some acted cutscenes.
You heal up pretty quick. Quick thinker, too. They trained you well. You're a good soldier.
Who are you?
Yeah, me too.
Call me Snake.
Snake? Is that a code name? You must be with the Americans. Are you with the Fox unit too?
I'm not with the Americans or with Fox. I'm just a soldier.
Just a soldier. Then why?
We're here to stop Fox unit from going renegade. A member of Fox named Gene betrayed the US government and stole a top secret weapon. He plans to use that weapon and the warheads in this base as bargaining chips to negotiate with your country. But blackmail is more like it. We're here to put a stop to it. Our mission is to free the soldiers of the San Geronimo Peninsula from Gene's control and capture the traitors in the Fox unit. I can understand if you're afraid of Fox, but we need others to help us free the Soviet soldiers on this peninsula. Will you join us?
You're here to save us? And you want me to help you defeat Gene?
What's so funny? You think he's been brainwashed?
Brainwashed? Is that what you think is happening here? A fine joke. But I'm afraid you two have it all wrong. Wrong. We didn't rebel because of Gene. Our country betrayed us first.
I'd like to point out that this soldier's voice actor, I
We
think,
have stood guard over this god-forsaken base.
is Kaz.
Unable to reach our friends and loved ones because of the secrecy of our mission.
They played us like
climate
a
was
damn
brutal.
fiddle.
The meals were meager. We watched as our comrades succumbed to disease or died fighting the Colombian government. And still, we went on carrying out our mission, believing our efforts were all for the good of the motherland. And how did the motherland reward us? By stabbing us in the back.
You're talking about the Kremlin's policy shift. If the existence of this base came to light, the political fallout with the United States could fatally undermine Moscow's position in the strategic arms limitation talks that Brezhnev is promoting. That's why
We have no use for political rationales. What matters to us is that Mother Russia wiped this base from existence. And instead of allowing us to return home, the army erased all traces of communication and cut off our supplies. They sought to isolate the peninsula and make it look like this was all the work of a few out-of-control soldiers. We were abandoned by our own country.
That's why you decided to follow Gene?
Gene told us he would build us a nation. A nation not of soldiers, but for them.
Sound familiar?
We do not follow Gene out of fear. He will deliver us justice. The only thing we fear is losing that justice. That's why we follow him, not you.
Wait for a snake speech.
You'll never be able to stop
Incoming.
him.
Justice, huh?
Classic.
The meaning of justice can change from one day to the next. A professional soldier never brings justice into the mission. The only ones who need a reason to fight are the ones who fight for a living. That's what my mentor told me. Politics are fickle. They change with the times. So long as we remain loyal to our countries, soldiers like us need nothing to believe in. She died out of loyalty. Not to justice, not to her country. To herself, for the mission.
Your mentor, the one who taught you the art of battle. Who was she?
They called her the boss. I killed her.
The boss? The legendary soldier? And Snake, you must be Big Boss.
He's like,
You're the hero who killed Colonel Volgin at Groznygrad.
Prove your loyalty as a soldier. That's what the boss told me. I still don't know what she meant.
Prove your loyalty. Not to justice, not to your country, but to yourself. Does Gene truly plan to threaten the motherland?
Yes. Snake procured documents from a patrol station that confirm as much. If launched from this base, the weapon Gene stole could deliver a devastating blow to every
Indeed.
major city in Russia. I know it's hard to believe.
No. I believe you. Not as a member of the Red Army, but as a soldier.
I appreciate it.
how cool would
I
the
will
story be
follow
if that was Kaz, though?
Snake,
You know? If that
give
was
me
like a
my
cool
mission.
thing for them to meet that way, and then all three of them are together. That'd be pretty sick. It is weird, though, because this is before, really, Kaz had a voice actor of any sort, really, so, right? It's weird. Okay, Snake, what's the plan? Hey, Campbell, you sure you're alright? I'm fine. We'll get over it. Now about our plan. We need to pick up some more new recruits. Okay, I'm just going to skip this, because this is literally just talking about the recruits. Okay, so... a cool thing that we can do here... is that if we have a soldier that matches the soldier in said mission, and we play as that soldier, he can be a chameleon, and they won't question you. So that's cool. Okay, mission. So we need to get a few more soldiers. I'm gonna go back to the supply depot because that's a really easy mission to do this stuff. Tropical malaria. I've seen this before. What? The first bout has subsided. He's lying down in the bed beside me now. Are you positive it's malaria? I know he took preventative drugs. I'm not a medic, so I can't say for sure, but judging by these symptoms... Hey, don't try and get up. Snake, it's me. I'm in bad shape. Malaria. Who'd have thought? Take it easy, Campbell. What do we do now, Big Boss? The preventative drugs didn't work. That could just be the beginning. If he's got some tropical disease or other than malaria, then there's no telling whether we might start showing any same symptoms. Good point. I got an idea. Keep an eye on him. Give me a minute to consult with my family doctor about treatment. Family doctor? Paramedic. Let's head for the communication space. Right. The communication space. Got it. Sorry to be such a pain in the ass, Snake. Save your strength on the way. Keep your eyes open for new recruits as well. Okay. So, we are going to the communication base again then. Okay. How are we doing battery-wise? Because we're going to spend a lot of time on cutscenes. That's the thing with doing this playthrough. That's going to be kind of weird, but I'm sure we can make it work. Okay, Johnny. Good, you made it inside the communication space. They probably beefed up security, but you have to stay out of the enemy site until you reach the communicator. I don't know how many more of these outbreaks I can take. We gotta find a cure, and soon. I know you can do it. Well, I'm a chameleon, so I can get away with it. Yeah, okay, we already know how to do this. I don't need the tutorial. Big boss, chill out. Chill out, boss. I've already switched characters, in fact, so... I'm not sure if I can actually get away with going. I think there's certain things you do that will trigger them to suspect you. But you can pretty much just do whatever. Assuming you're not acting suspicious, obviously. Like if one of them sees me opening a locker or something like that, they'll get suspicious. But I'm going to anyways because I need all these items. Okay. This is more of like an early game thing too. It doesn't really work that well later on. Okay, here we go. Okay, everybody here. We're all set, Big Boss. Everybody's here. So this family doctor of yours, is she that good? Yeah, you could say that. She saved my life more than once. Snake, you came all the way back to the communications facility. You must really want to talk to me, huh? Yeah, actually, I do. One of my men has come down with malaria. Malaria? Can you get some preventative drugs? Depending on the drug, it can be used to treat malaria even after the symptoms appear. We've been using the drugs, but they don't seem to be working too well. Do you think it might be some other kind of disease? Wait, you said these were malaria symptoms? Yeah, no question about it. Got it. What? Do you know how people get malaria? Yeah, the virus is transmitted by mosquitoes, right? It's not a virus, it's a parasite. A parasite? You mean there's an actual bug inside his body? Exactly. In tropical malaria, the malaria parasites gestate within the female... I don't even know how to pronounce that. Mosquitoes. And are then transferred to human hosts. Ordinarily, the drugs will prevent the symptoms from appearing, but there are different populations of malaria parasites in certain areas. The populations are drug resistant. Do you know what that means? The drugs won't work. Bingo. So the only way to treat it is to find a different drug that's effective against that particular population of malaria. A different kind of drug. Try the local medical facility. They should have a supply. But you'd better hurry. You might already be infected with the same parasites. more similarities here. It's only a matter of time before you start to develop symptoms. Got it. Big Boss, I need to talk to you. What's up? Paramedic was saying that we need some medicine to treat malaria. Yeah, if there was a hospital nearby, I'm sure it'd have some supply in stock. I know where we can find one. A hospital? Yes, there's a hospital in the sector. Former squad patrols. Skip. He's just gonna tell us where it is. Blah, 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 blah. I have malaria. Please go get me some drugs. That's the general gist of everything. Okay. I could be wrong. I think this... I don't know if it's this mission. No, I think it's the next mission. I think it's the mission after this. We get another big cutscene with the villains. Got it. Drugs. Campbell here. We've assessed that the drugs are in that hospital. We're just not sure where. Find those drugs and avoid detection. That's all good. I got Jonathan on my team, man. It's simple. As long as we don't act sus. Which is possible. I do want to grab those rations real quick. I wish that it played the actual Portable Ops theme in the game more, because the theme for this game is one of my favorite Metal Gear themes, like the one that's on the title screen. I freaking love it. It is a jam. I mean, I could have just crawled under this wall by now, but I'm trying to find the entrance so that I don't get caught crawling, because if they see you crawling, they're like, huh? Hey guys, how's it going there? I'm just gonna go in here. I almost did something suspicious just then. I almost did. We should try to procure some other items too over here. Procure. I said procure because I'm weird. More med kits. I'll take it. It's all good to have later on, right? Did you find the drugs yet? They weren't in there? Alright, let's try the other room. I know, I get it, Campbell. You don't need to tell me to try the other rooms if they're not in this room. Like, duh. Thanks for the update, Captain Obvious. I think it's in the other building, but I am gonna go in here anyways. This is where the doctor lady was. Oh, well, she can tell me? Really? Really, really? That sucks. I didn't know that. Or I probably did, I just forgot. Oh my god, dude. Shut up. Shut it. Please.
HQ.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, you would. You would. I'm just trying to get through here, okay? I don't want Johnny to die. Just leave me alone. We can all be friends. It ain't gotta be like this, man. It would be nice if the controls would, like, actually cooperate, though. There we go. We'll be fine in here. I should probably switch back to Snake, though, because it would make it a lot easier. He does have a higher health bar and stamina. If I had known that, I would have just been Snake to begin with. Like I said, I'm sure I knew that when this game was out, but I'm sure I forgot. Oh, man. The doctors and, like, the lab technicians and the maintenance guys in this game, they're the worst enemies in the whole game. Because they're so hard, they move so weird. Like, they always have weird paths. Weird paths, and then when they friggin' they turn around at random. Is this music, like this song here, like this alert phase music, as well as like some of the other music, is it from MGS3? Am I crazy, or is it like remixed for this game? You might not even know either. Okay. We're good now. We're gonna have to crawl out of here without someone seeing us, though, which is huge. Yeah, I think it's not the same. I think they've just remixed it or like re-recorded certain things. Because there are similar themes, obviously. And obviously all the assets in this game are just lifted straight from MGS3. That's probably why I like it so much, actually, because it's kind of a continuation of it, realistically. More than Peace Walker is. Because it's a continuation story-wise, it's a continuation character-wise, and like gameplay and style-wise, right? Like, it's not different. Okay, so we are good. I'm trying to think if I should switch to Snake, because I feel like I don't want to lose the character. Okay. Like, if Snake dies, obviously you don't lose Snake. If Johnny dies, I lose Johnny, and I don't want to lose him because he's a cool character. He's a cool dude. Okay, well, we can't go in the front entrance anymore, so guess we're going this way. Now, I don't remember if it's upstairs in that building or if it's in the building, like, across the street from that one. So we're gonna have to, take our time here. Try to avoid the doctor lady, but that ain't always easy because they're very annoying characters. Yeah, like, see what I mean? Like, they're just crouched there. Like, what? What am I supposed to do about this? Okay, that lady's gone out of the way. If this lady would go back to normal and stop crouching next to the bed, that'd be great. Because I kind of need to go past here, lady. Just saying. I don't think it's this building. I do think it's the building across the way. I think maybe I'll just go over there. I could be wrong. That's assuming this guard doesn't see me immediately as I come out this door. he turn around? Nope, he's coming this way. Does he, like, legitimately come all the way over? I'd like to point out that it doesn't show them on the radar in this either. It just shows the sound thing. Which is, like, very annoying. I'm just gonna go around this way. What are you humming about? Who's seen me? There's been a lady in there. I could recruit soldiers, but I'm gonna wait a little bit because I feel like I should get some better soldiers than these guys. I want to get some of the commander guys too because they're a lot better for intel purposes. If that makes sense. Okay. So there are multiple people here. It's very hard to see where they are, though. Okay, well, let's go in here, I guess. Is there gonna be, like, a lady here? Should probably check the downstairs first. I don't remember exactly where I'm supposed to go in here. Which makes this way more difficult than it needs to be. I think I have to go upstairs. I don't think the cutscene's in this level, though. I think it's the next one. Yeah, see, they've locked doors to purposely point me in the direction I need to go. Which is good. I'm happy about that. Like, even the layouts of these buildings are really similar to, like, a lot of the buildings in MGS3. Wrong way, sneak. Okay, we're good. Over here? No. Considering this one's open, I'm gonna assume that this is where it is. Yeah, there we go.
It's a list about going materials. Heading for a lab.
The lab is where the next big cutscene is.
Where are the escapees? Why haven't they been caught? If they get away, I promise you'll regret it. Enough of this. Call Python. Get him back here. He'll lead the search team and make sure this lab stays secure.
What's happening to me?
Some telekinetic powers there, for sure. Not even a single dose. According to the log left in the director's report, they hauled every last bit of that stockpile of drugs to medical supplies away. They were shipped to the research lab north of the hospital. But we're in luck. Not only do we know from the log where they took the drugs to the lab, but we found its exact location by following the helicopter's flight path. Quite the coincidence, huh? You'll see when you get there, but the lab is built on terrain that makes it hard to spot from the outside. Chances are slim you'll find it unless you had some kind of clue. Head for the lab, infiltrated, search for drugs. Okay. Got it, drugs. More drugs. Research lab. This is the level I was playing in Portable Ops Plus that I said I hate. And same goes for here. I hate it. I'm not a fan of this level because there's so many blind spots and tight corners that it makes it very hard to play, especially with this control scheme. Like, I feel like if this game were on a dual analog joystick, like, it would be so much easier to play. Like, it would improve this game tenfold, you know? Okay, yeah, we know. You just briefed me. You don't need to brief me after we start, bruh. I'm just healing him up, but I'm gonna change to sneak. There's fine. Sneak. The bright side of having multiple soldiers, obviously, is if one dies, you can just switch to another one, but I'm not really worried too much. We do have, this. I don't think it has a suppressor, though. Oh, yes, it does. Okay. So we can use this, so we're good. We'll just trank some enemies. It'd be a lot easier. Especially the scientist guys. they're so annoying. Lots of ammo around, but we don't really need ammo. Taking my time. I'm like so paranoid playing this, like I said now, because of playing Portable Ops Plus that like ruined my thought process.
Huh? Huh?
Bro, that was right in the neck. Like, really? There we go. I think we could recruit this guy. Should I be recruiting more soldiers? This guy is the closest that we're gonna get to getting to the area, so I guess best off have a few backup people. It does suck that you have to do this. I think in terms of like the gameplay and the mechanics of how this game works, this is probably the dumbest part in my opinion, because it makes you not want to recruit soldiers like in game like this, because obviously you have to do this, right? Which I feel is just so slow and tedious that it's like, you know, like I'm almost sure like a lot of my soldiers in the original game, as well as Portable Ops Plus, were taken from that like Wi-Fi thing where you connect to a Wi-Fi signal and get a random stat soldier. Because I just was sick of doing this. And I don't think there's another way to do it. Like, because Fulton wasn't, it was in the game, but obviously it didn't mean the same thing that it means later on to the series. I mean, Fulton Recovery is like a staple to the Metal Gear series now, since Peace Walker, so, you know. There you go. Like, that's so tedious. It's so stupidly tedious. But, you know. It's like I said, you can't fault the game too much for its design, because it is a portable game. It wasn't made by the main team. It's made by an offshoot team. And I think for what it is, in my opinion, it's a very good game. You know what I mean? Like, for a game that was not spearheaded or headed by Kojima at all, it's like as close to Metal Gear as you're getting. It's old as hell. Is it old as hell too? Yeah, it is. Yeah. We just gotta go up there. We don't even have to go into the main lab area. I know that. I know that because I think to the end of this area is pretty much where we stopped playing. When I did a little, I was starting to play through this on stream before, and then I just gave up because the battery was so annoying.
What's his status?
We're currently reinitializing his memory and readjusting his sensory nerves in the culture tank. By my estimate, it'll take another 12 hours.
Talking about our friend.
Half a day? He has to be readjusted after each deployment. Not much better than a prototype, a test subject.
My apologies, sir. The culture fluid takes time to prepare. With such limited equipment and personnel, readjusting null isn't...
I know. That's why I brought along a specialist.
Chief? But...
The escaped prisoners have yet to be found. This could be just the job for our perfect soldier. We'll roll out the tank as soon as the fluid's stabilized. Make all necessary preparations.
Yes, sir.
Commander.
Yes, I know. Cunningham. Don't move.
Huh?
Commander! Lieutenant! Are you all right?
We're fine.
Please forgive me, Commander. Are you hurt?
Don't worry. Fate would never see me hurt. Now, lie still and try not to move. This man needs medical attention. I apologize for any sense of urgency. Please don't think for even a moment that I hold your work, or yourselves, in any but the highest of regards. This facility you are helping to build is absolutely vital to the strong roots of our new nation. But never forget that you, yourselves, are no less valuable a resource to that nation. A nation that will house the mightiest, most capable military ever seen by man. Warriors in their prime. We will end an era that sees soldiers discarded like tools.
Sounds familiar.
Strike war from
Once
the
again.
menu of global politics. And it is you, soldiers, military engineers, who are her first citizens. Our nation's riches and its fighting spirit. I only pray that such priceless resources need not be sacrificed in vain.
So that's Jean. That voice. And the premonition. Is that ESP?
Looks like it's Snake. There's a lot of weirdos in this one. It's like every Metal Gear game has like its villains with their special powers. This is no exception. No luck finding the drugs, huh? Where the hell could they... Wait, that reminds me. When you were eavesdropping on Gene earlier, and the men just now, didn't you say they mentioned something about the culture tank? Think that might be part of the medical supplies they brought with the drugs? Yeah, so we gotta get to the culture tank inside the building. Okay. Easy peasy. Where's that scientist man? I know you're here. Bam, 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 bam. Is he gone? He was here. I'm not crazy. Huh. Okay, well. The easiest way inside this facility that I know of is this way. That way I don't have to deal with the front door. So I don't think there's anybody here. Hopefully not. Oh, did I just come out in the exact room I needed to be in? I didn't know that. I love
What
this.
is this?
I really wish this story was like fully canon.
It's him.
Who's there? Can't you read the sign? It says do not enter. You.
A kid. What are you doing here?
I'm in charge.
You? In charge?
You there, search upstairs. The rest of you, we'll sweep the prep chamber.
This way, Snake. Hide there, in that locker.
What?
Just do it. What's going on here? The preparation chamber is for authorized personnel only.
Miss Elisa, are you alone? Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
No. Is there something wrong?
We received a report that there's an intruder in the lab. Someone also reported seeing a suspicious truck nearby.
Well, there's no one here. Just me. And him. You're disturbing his sleep. I'll have to ask you to leave.
Yes, ma'am.
If you see the intruder, please notify us immediately.
Now I've seen it all. A little girl in charge of an outfit like this. Why did you help me?
I don't know. I just got this feeling that I needed to.
And how do you know my name? Are you with the Fox unit too?
No?
But your uniform...
Rude.
It's not like that. When I saw you at the heliport with Cunningham and the others...
That was my sister.
Sister?
Her name is Ursula. She's the one who's a member of Fox. I'm just a medic.
You're pretty young.
Well, you were out on the battlefield when you were my age, weren't you, Snake? Or should I say, Big Boss? Ursula and I were raised in an East German lab. They sent all the kids with ESP potential there to study them. My powers are pretty weak, but Ursula is different. She's one of the most powerful psychics in all the communist world. Through special training, Ursula gained great power, but in doing so lost everything that makes her human. So much so that she can't even talk with me anymore. 4 years ago, Gene took us away from East Germany. He was on a mission from Fox. The CIA wanted to get its hands on ESP from the communist bloc.
Of course they did.
And then you joined this little revolution.
Yes, that's right.
So, this is what you were calling the perfect soldier. Does he have ESP too?
No, he's just an ordinary human being. That is, he used to be. He was raised in a special way, under very special conditions, to be a great warrior. He's incapable of emotions, or doubts. He's the ultimate combatant, created with one purpose only, to accomplish the mission. He has no human memories. The only thing he has left are his skills in battle.
No memories?
Each time he completes a mission, he undergoes readjustment. Like this. Inside the culture tank, all 5 senses are shut out completely. Most men would go mad in minutes. Like a baby who's coming into the world for the first time, the perfect soldier's sensors are honed to a razor sharpness. He can read the enemy's movements and learn them faster than any normal person ever could.
What kind of person could endure that kind of extreme training?
Nobody, of course. The Perfect Soldier project ended in failure and was abandoned. He was the only success. That's why they gave him the code name Null. He's a lost number. He has no feelings and no memories.
Yet.
Not even a project number. Don't even think about fighting him. You can't possibly win, Snake.
You could be right about that.
Or you could shoot him now, but you'll have to go through me.
I'm no assassin. Shooting a soldier with their guard down isn't my style.
You're a good man, Snake. I knew you were. Here, take this. It's a drug for treating chloroquine-resistant malaria.
How'd you know?
It's time. Bring the tank out. I trust the readjustments are
Here we
complete.
go.
Sorry, it'll just be a little longer.
I'll send a man in to meet you. Hurry it up.
You can get outside through here. Head for the harbor. You'll find what you're looking for there.
Oh, she shows me the vent that I
Must be
came in through.
psychic or something.
One last thing, Snake. If you find Ursula in front of you, don't hesitate. Shoot her.
Shoot your sister?
If you can't do that, you're already dead.
Alright, next time, let's try for a more upbeat prophecy.
Oh my. Snake looking for palm readings. Our entire unit. It's just 4 of us. They're already under the assumption that I was going to be recruiting the heck out of soldiers. I might do some of that off stream. I might recruit soldiers off stream. Is probably like a better idea. See, it's a lot like Peace Walker in the way that even the gameplay is, with like, you know, managing an army and putting together like an intel team and a food team and a medical team and all that stuff, you know what I mean? It's pretty much like Peace Walker just improved on everything that this game did for the most part. Including story. I think one thing about Peace Walker that keeps it from being one of, like, it's in my top 3, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I think what keeps it from me is that the villains aren't very memorable in it. Like obviously you got the Metal Gears, but there's not really like boss villains per se. It's just the Metal Gears, and they're just AI, you know what I mean? Which I guess is scary on its own, but like there's no like, besides like Strangelove, you know, and you got Hot Coleman and Galvez and whatnot, but like they're not really, you know. Yeah, but we got to get soldiers to do a spy unit. That's the thing. Because we don't have one. I mean, I suppose I could just throw this guy there, but he's in prison because he does not want to cooperate. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to stick with our 2 soldiers for now. Okay, how are we doing? We're doing good, battery. Save. Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like the villains with like really weird abilities and shit is like really Metal Gear, and I feel like Peace Walker and I guess Metal Gear Solid 5 to some degree too was kind of missing that. Like you had Psycho Mantis or whatever, but like you didn't really have and Quiet, but Quiet joins your side. So it's, yeah, you know what I mean? There's no like superhuman villains in those games, which I feel was like kind of a thing that happened in every single game to a certain degree, but I guess they probably wanted to move away from doing the same thing over and over again, which is fair. Do the supply depot again, it's better. Exactly. So this game is really cool because it has that, which I really like. You know, having Jean and Ursula and whatever. Cunningham. He doesn't really have like special abilities per se. He just likes torture. And he has a prosthetic leg. But like I said, it's a fun game either way. It's definitely worth the play. Like, if anybody has the option to play it, I highly recommend it. But, like, at the same time, it's like, really? Come on. I totally, like, was pressing the button to counteract that, but it was not working. What happens? Oh! Oh god damn it! I was hoping that nobody was gonna call in reinforcements. Okay, we're gonna have to go hide. We gonna have to hide. I have a spot that we could hide in. If I can stay evading them for a minute here. We're only here for soldiers anyway, so it's not a big deal. Your alert status stuff doesn't really matter all that much in this game, obviously, because the missions are just like, mission-based, where you just do a mission and end, so it's not really a big deal. You don't get like ranks or anything. It's weird. I feel like with the PSP games, I feel like Peace Walker has a lot of stuff I like. Portable Ops has a lot of stuff I like, and I wish that the 2 games were more mixed.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert.
Like, I obviously like the recruitment aspect with Fulton Recovery and being able to crouch walk and stuff from Peace Walker a lot more. It's a lot easier to get into, especially if you're not a fan, you're not used to those old school Metal Gear controls. It's definitely better in that manner, and the camera and the joystick stuff is better. But, yeah, it's weird. And then, like, with this game, it has aspects that I think are better, like story aspects that I like a lot better in this than Peace Walker, but, you know. I'm gonna go on gushing about this game forever, I'm sure. Oh, hello. Wonder if they woke up our friend down there or not. So we're only here for recruitment, so we don't need to go crazy with stuff.
HQ.
This is Patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to your position.
Either way, it's fun. And the boss fights in this game are really good, too. They can be kind of frustrating, obviously, because of the controls, but that's to be expected. But, yeah, like, for the most part, I think a lot of stuff in this game is actually just really well done for what it is. I've always said it to people. I've always said, like, if you really like Metal Gear Solid 3, like, you'd love this game because just the gameplay style is exactly the same, you know? See if I can procure some weapons or something, but there don't look like there's much here. This guy over here, what's his deal? Oh yeah, come over here. Is he gonna come through here? No, okay. Good, we'll get him then. Is he gonna come through the door? I don't think he will. They usually go to wherever they lost sight of you. So like if I go around another corner, usually he gives up, yeah. That's what I thought. Really?
Who's that?
I heard you walking away, I swear I did. Come on, nobody else noticed. The classic knocking out by kicking.
HQ.
Oh, for the love.
This is HQ.
This is patrol.
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
Acknowledged. Sending
There's a strange
reinforcements.
man with a bandana. I'm gonna have to hide under there again. Am I gonna be able to? Probably not. There's not many places to hide on this level either, which is the worst part. Just one or two? Okay.
HQ.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby.
You know, it's funny. I still hear the like my stereo sound is still opposite, which is really weird because it wasn't like previously. I switched the cable around so that it wouldn't be opposite, but now it's gone back to normal, I guess, which is weird.
Huh? What was that?
For the love of God, who sees me now? Oh, it's you. Okay.
What happened?
Nothing happened. Could just go around. This is going terribly. I'm doing a terrible job. I'm here just trying to get a few soldiers. Just trying to help myself out here, and the game is like, nah, I don't think so, bro. Is he gonna come back this way, or? Weird. Okay, they're like together. Gotcha. He's gonna go around. Try that again in a second. I'm stupid. I should have waited a minute to carry him away, but I didn't. It's my own fault. So what's that guy's pattern, though, the other dude? Probably carry him around the corner and then knock him out and then carry him is probably a better idea.
HQ.
I should have been smarter
This is
about
HQ.
it.
This is patrol.
Wish I had some life meds though. We could also tranquilize him, I
All
suppose,
clear.
but
Understood. Return to your position.
it's kind of hard to do. I don't know how to explain, but like the joystick is like very touchy. Is the word, I guess. Okay, should be good this time. There's a weapon there, though. I wonder what that is. I wonder what it is. Let's bring our boy over here. You coming with us? You're gonna be a fine soldier. It's so hard to get them down to that area. I hate it. Like this part of the game is probably the worst aging part of this game, in my opinion. For obvious reasons. Especially since I find like a lot of the game isn't really built around it well enough for like this kind of stuff. Like obviously if this was like all ramps and you could just carry them around and go up and down ramps, like would make a lot of sense, but because there's like boxes to get around and stuff, sometimes it's like really awkward. Wonder where those other dudes went. I want one of them. Okay. I am gonna drop this again because I don't care. Go over here and I'm gonna grab whatever this is. TNT. It's dynamite. Sorry. Okay. I think there is a guy upstairs here. I could be wrong. Should probably try and get that guy, I guess. I think he's upstairs in that room. In the room. I'm pretty sure it's one of the commander guys. Yeah. Having a couple of these guys would be good for intel. It's just weird trying to figure out their like patterns and how they walk. Nice. Okay. Let me just. Can you, Snake? Could you like? I'm literally pressing the button to pick him up, and you're not. You're just not. It's because I have the gun out. Really? I can't have anything out. That sucks. Okay. Bro's got a scorpion. Nice. Oops. Didn't do that. Please don't wake up. Imagine if I did that, woke up and got caught. Imagine. I'm gonna get one more soldier. I think that should be good for a decent intel team. I do need to find some sweet Metal Gear emotes. I actually have a bunch of emotes designed for like if I ever get affiliate. I have like my own emotes ready to go. Some of them are Metal Gear themed. I'm obviously not just gonna straight up steal Metal Gear shit, but there are some, definitely. Get rid of that. We don't. I don't know why there's so much ammo. Like, what am I gonna do with the ammo? Okay. Who sees me right now? Huh? Like, actually, who's seen me? Oh, the guy up there. Through the window, really? Yeah, definitely. I can definitely design you some if you get it. It's hard to get because like you literally had like trying to get. It doesn't sound that bad trying to get 3 like average concurrent viewers, but like that means you have to have 3 viewers in your stream, pretty much every single stream. You know what I mean? Like you can't have any slacking on it, and it sucks because it's like. It's hard to do, because I've had streams where like you'll have people for most of stream and then, but it doesn't really count towards the average. Then it's very hard. It's a lot more difficult than you'd think. That's what I mean. Like I've had an average. There was a while back where I was playing Minecraft and I had an average that was like during like right after COVID, and I had an average of like. like 2.6 or 2.8 or something like that. It was really close. And it's not even that people aren't interested, it's just that a lot of people won't stay for an entire stream. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really expect people to either. You know? So it kind of that pose. Sorry. So you can't really expect them to, and it's like kind of weird, you know? It does suck. Cause like I know people that like put so much effort into streaming and don't get anywhere with it, you know what I mean? And it's actually unfortunate because they're really entertaining streams. A lot of people just kind of assume that if you're a small streamer that you're not going to be entertaining, and that's like the reason. But I mean, like, it's kind of hard to break through too, you know? I think the best way to do it is to get a community together. Like, if you can get multiple people that have like similar size streams and you're all kind of like playing off of each other and like doing whatever, that's like your best bet, really. Like, when I raid, I usually try to raid people of a similar size, but there's occasionally I'll do like slightly bigger streamers. Obviously, you're not going to raid like, you know, a huge streamer. But like, there are people that I'm like part of the Discord community where I'll like, you know, don't mind raiding them. Yeah, I noticed that because a lot of the people that I watch have been using that, actually. Like that girl I rated a while ago, Jessica. She uses Threads a lot. What are the chances of this guy not facing the door? Slim, apparently. Maybe I can get him though. I think having a good Discord community where like people are active like fairly regularly obviously is very important too, because if you build a community together and you guys all have kind of like a, I don't want to say like a friendship, because it's like impossible to do streaming without, you know, having that connection to a certain degree anyways. Like, you kind of have to have some kind of connection with at least some people, because like you need regulars and like people to mod and whatnot, you know? I will. The only reason I didn't join Threads to begin with is because I hate Twitter or X or whatever. Like, I can't stand it. It's like a cesspool. I like, ugh. It's like, I hate that stuff. I'm not a big proponent of social media, and in all honesty, if I didn't have a band, I probably wouldn't have any social media. I probably would have deleted it by now. My honest to God only reason why I have social media is because of my band. The other thing, too, is, like, there's other people that are in my community that drop in every now and then, but they mostly play, like, Minecraft and, like, Fortnite and stuff like that. And I hate Fortnite. I've tried Fortnite multiple times, and it's not that I'm bad at it particularly, but, like, it's just, like, not my thing. And then, like, I love Minecraft, but I don't want to do Minecraft all the time, which is the way stream was originally, and it's, like, it's just too much to be doing the same thing constantly, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like, mostly I use Instagram. That's pretty much it, really. Like, I have Facebook, but I don't really use it. I haven't used my Facebook in a long time. It's mostly just Instagram for me. That's, like, my main social media I'm always on. And then, like, other stuff I'm on because of band stuff, but I don't really use it that much, like TikTok or something. But I mean, like, it'd be nice to get affiliate, but like, I'm not like going out of my way to try to do it either, because like streaming for me mostly started as like kind of just a little side thing to do, because I play games in my spare time, and I was like, well, you know, I can play games in my spare time, and then I can meet cool people online, and that's just the way I seen it, you know. So yeah. Okay, I gotta get a team together now that we have some soldiers. And only one of them is good to go. Throw you here, I guess. We're not gonna get any reports from the intel unit yet, because obviously we're not really that far. Should probably save. You can skip ahead days too, to like rush ahead certain things like that. Like here, you can wait. Okay, let's try again. What level should we do this time to try to get some recruits? I'm trying to think what would be the easiest to do without having too many issues. Not research lab, that's for sure. Maybe the patrol base. I don't really think I hate all social media. I think it's fine. Like, social media is fine, in my opinion, if you're smart with it. Like, if you're on it all the time, it's like anything. It's not healthy, right? And I don't, and, like, this might come as a shock to some people that I say this, but, like, I'm under the impression that people under a certain age should not have social media, because I really don't think that it helps with anything, you know? Like, I've got friends that have kids and stuff that are, like, really young that have social media, and it's like, you shouldn't have it. Like, you're just, like, they do not need that, you know? I feel like a boomer saying that, but I'm not social either. I don't like going out. I don't drink. I used to drink, when I was, like, younger. I don't drink anymore, or really do anything. So it's, you know, and that's like occasionally, like I'm not like against alcohol or anything like that, but I'm just like, you do it on special occasions now. Like, I don't really, you know, go out of my way to do that. Like, I have friends that go downtown like every week and get loaded, and it's like, man, like, you're getting too old to be doing that. There's a certain point where you just gotta like stop, you know. And once I came to the realization later on that I didn't need things like that to like go out and have fun, it's like, that's a huge realization when you finally come to that. Yeah, I still do that occasionally, but not very often. It's usually if I go to like a party or something like that. I don't really do that even that often anymore. Not because I didn't want to or anything like that either. I just kind of got out of it. I was around so many people that would be doing it like constantly throughout the day that I kind of just was like, no. Yeah, I've had a lot of issues without getting in too deep with things. I'd like issues with alcoholism to do with my not me, but my family and friends. So I don't like it at all. Like, it actually drives me nuts because I hate watching people go down that spiral. And it's very easy. A lot of people don't think that they can go down that way, and they think they might have to have like an addictive personality or something for stuff like that, but like, it can definitely form no matter who you are. Alcohol is the absolute worst, I do agree. Not that it's not, you know, it's fine for people to do that. I just think that there's a time and place for it, and I think some people overdo it, definitely. Or like, I know people that are like, they think that like, oh, well, I can't go out somewhere, or I can't hang out, or I can't go do this unless I'm drinking. Like, that's when it's a problem, you know? Yeah. Well, that's good. I've got a lot of friends that have went through like addictions with all kinds of different things, drugs, alcohol, whatever. And it's always good to see people get out of that, because it's not easy. I understand that. I've watched plenty of people go through it. Deep discussion during Metal Gear. I need that. That's what I was looking for. Okay, we'll drop this first, and we'll pick that up in a second, because I'm going to use all these. Okay. So I don't have to listen to that stupid noise forever. But yeah, it's like I said, it's like anything. You know, stuff is just like, it's a moderation thing, and a lot of people don't know how to do that. Or they don't want to, maybe. I think like what I don't need here. I feel like the TNT is less important, but we could just switch characters. I'm gonna go down here real quick. Yeah, change topic. You can't open that snake? Really? I'm almost sure there's a mission that we do here at some point involving that, but I could be wrong. I do enjoy streaming though, like everything being said, I enjoy streaming. I do actually like really enjoy talking to people and whatnot, even if it's just 1 or 2 people. It's cool. I could stream to nobody and it'd be fine, in all honesty. I'm not really that, like I said, I'm not that into it that I like need it, but like it's just one of those things that I did just out of like a pure curiosity, and I met a lot of really good friends streaming, so that's cool, you know. People that I wouldn't have met anywhere else, really, you know. Like, I have friends in Australia and different places like that. So it's cool. I just figured I was playing video games. It started with Minecraft. I was like, oh, I'm doing all these big builds in Minecraft, and why not stream it? That's just kind of where I was with it. It was nothing serious. Exactly, that's what I mean. It's an extension of what I was doing in my spare time anyway, so it's not a big deal. That's the way I've always seen it, right? I don't really take it that serious, but like I said, if I was able to get affiliate and stuff like that, that's great, definitely. Obviously, if you can make money doing freaking playing video games for entertainment, then yeah, 100%, but you know, it's not really a goal. I'm more interested in music than I am anything. Like if I was given the choice of being able to play music and getting paid to do it or streaming, I would 100% pick music. Because I love video games, but music is like my first love, and music for me is like therapy. Yeah, exactly, right? I had a lot of friends I used to play games with, but they don't really play anymore. Like, most of my friends grew out of video games. Now, I do have a few people, like my bass player I play with, like, he's, like, I consider him a brother more than a friend. And, like, he comes over all the time and plays retro games. I have a lot of friends that don't necessarily have retro games, but they like coming over and playing here because, like, I have so much of it. And I really like introducing people to stuff. Oh, God. Turn around. Go back. Run away. Run away. I like introducing people to, like, retro stuff that they've never seen before. Like, having someone come over and play, like, 3DO that's never played 3DO, or, like, Neo Geo, or, you know, Sega CD, Sega 32X. A lot of consoles that don't get the love that they don't really deserve, but they're a lot better than people make them out to be. 3DO has a lot of good games. Like, it's actually underrated. It gets shit on so much. The same thing with Sega CD. They get the same reputation because they're like, oh well, all that's on it is full motion video games. It's like, no man, there are legitimately really good games for 3DO and Sega CD. And a Kojima game is one of them. Like, Snatcher on Sega CD is the only English version of that game, and that is an amazing game. It's actually so good. I'd like to play that on stream sometime, but I'd have to figure out, like, another way to play it through emulation or something, because the actual disc of it is, like, over almost $2,000. It's a really rare game. If only Konami would re-release it. But we'll never get that. Okay, that's some more soldiers. I think it's weird. Did you, see the new Silent Hill game they put out for free? Did you see that? I might play it on stream. I'm thinking about playing it on stream. I heard it's not good. I watched a couple minutes of it and I wasn't too impressed. But I might play it anyways, considering it's free. God, how many guys are gonna be in the brig? Really? Maybe if I wait a couple days. It is PlayStation only, yeah. There's it's just out, like you can go and play it if you have a PlayStation, and I think I might stream it, regardless of if I don't like it or not. You know, I love Silent Hill, the old ones. Sucks. They didn't. You know what I found about it is that like it's getting a lot of hate because it's really different than regular Silent Hill type games, which is nothing new because they haven't made a good Silent Hill game in years. But I feel like I want to play it just to make sure. I want to form my opinion on it without just watching someone else informing an opinion, you know? Like, I think that's kind of the main issue for me. You'd bet you'd love it? I don't think so. Look, I'll put it this way. From what I've seen, because I watched someone else play, like, it's like 3 hours long, and I watched like the first maybe 15 minutes or so. It seems really like preachy. It's very it's not well written. I feel like it feels like it's written by like a 14-year-old. I don't know, it's just really like almost like emo sounding. It's really weird. Yeah, I'm gonna try it anyways. I think I'm probably gonna stream it probably maybe tomorrow or the next day, I'm not sure. Just to play it and form my own opinions on it. But, like, I don't know. From what I've seen and from what I'm hearing otherwise, I don't know. I feel like games like that, if it's not really like Silent Hill, then maybe just don't call it Silent Hill. Like, if you had just put it out as another game, and then maybe in the game had, like, a reference to Silent Hill to show that it's part of that series, I feel like people probably would like it more because it's not attached to the title directly, but it's in the same universe. I feel like people would be more lenient on it in that way, you know? Okay, so we still need a few more soldiers. So where am I going to go? I don't want to go to the research lab because that level below's thinking hospital, maybe. It's like when PT came out. PT was really popular, and nobody knew it was a Silent Hill game until somebody finally went through the game and beat it. And then it was, like, huge, because it was like, oh my god, like, a new Silent Hill game. And PT was a very good game. And I feel like not enough people talk about it nowadays, because it really did change a lot, gaming-wise. Like, it changed the horror genre completely because, I mean, ever since that demo came out, that has been copied, that formula, like, over and over again by major companies, by indie devs. Like, there's so many, and not necessarily clones, just they've copied that idea and improved on it. Like, it was like a phenomenon. I remember when that came. I still have a PlayStation 4 with that on it, actually. Because you can't get it anymore. But yeah. They should have just went through with making that game and not canceling it. Like, I feel like that was one of the worst decisions they've made as a company. I don't know what was going on behind the scenes, but they literally had a jackpot of a video game right there. Like, they could have made so much money off of that video game. Because people were dying for a good Silent Hill game. And nobody was making it. So the fact that they had, like, a Silent Hill game that people were enjoying, it was different than the usual formula. And people were still enjoying it. Like, they had a win. They had a winner, and they just threw it in the garbage. And then made friggin' Metal Gear Survive instead. Like a bunch of idiots. Like the dumbest thing. I hate that. That being said, I did play Metal Gear Survive, the beta and stuff, and I didn't absolutely hate it. It just wasn't Metal Gear.
Nothing here.
Who just seen me? I was gonna recruit that guy, but now I don't know where that other dude seen me from. It's so weird because where this game is like blown up to like high definition and it's only on like a tiny ass screen. It's very hard to play it and actually see things in the distance. It's really pixelated. It's actually probably worse for me than it is on stream, in all honesty, because I'm playing it on like a 4K TV. I feel like Konami, and if I don't like this Silent Hill game, it's gonna make me even more scared for the Metal Gear games, because I feel like if they can't reboot Silent Hill successfully, then I have very little faith that they will be able to do Metal Gear. Because you gotta remember, like, most of the original team that made Metal Gear is not at Konami anymore. Most of the original team that made, pretty much all of them actually, that made Silent Hill is not there anymore, right? So they're all being made by different companies, and I feel like they're not going to be able to do them justice. I mean, I hope they can. I really do. I'd kill for another Silent Hill game that's really good. I'd kill for another Metal Gear game that's really good, but like, I mean, we got confirmation with State of Play that Kojima is working on a stealth action game with Sony. So, we're gonna get, like, I guess a spiritual sequel to Metal Gear Solid, so that's pretty cool. I mean, if it's not too weird. I feel like a lot of his games lately have been very, very strange. And I'm a Kojima fan as much as the next person, but, like, sometimes they get so strange. The Death Stranding 2 trailer looks sick, but it was so weird. I was here for the guitar solo weapon thing. Oh, that was cool. As weird as it was. I just think it's very easy to screw up a lot of the things that make these games great. And I think a lot of these games are tied to personalities that created them in the first place. Like, you can't really play Metal Gear without thinking of Kojima, you know? Same thing with Silent Hill. You can't really play Silent Hill without thinking of Team Silent. They were like the OGs. I mean, when the first Silent Hill was coming out, Konami didn't think... Really? Konami didn't think that it was going to be big at all. Like, they didn't put any eggs in that basket. It was a little too silly, but I feel like they'll make it work somehow. I mean, they did have basically Baby Lou being a samurai, which is kind of weird also. I mean, I feel like they have to lean into the silliness if they're going to do it right, though. Like, they can't go easy on one aspect of the silliness and then not another aspect of it, if that makes sense. Like, the whole thing is gonna have to be, like, super silly. Like, there was stuff in Death Stranding that I found really cringy, just because of, like, how weird it was.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Enemy sighted. Commencing attack.
Oh, for the love of God.
Acknowledged. Eliminate
How'd you
all
even
enemies.
see me? God, I wish I had some rations. Guitar thing was pretty silly, yeah, but I'm here for it anyway. But, like, I just wish that the games that he's putting out would become a little bit more grounded. I know Metal Gear's always had an aspect of silly, but, like, sometimes it just gets too much, you know? It's like, bro, like, chill out with the weird ass things. Like, I remember when Death Stranding was announced, I was kind of hoping it was going to be more along the lines of Metal Gear than another, like, horror game, but it didn't end up being either, really, because it wasn't really scary either. Wasn't scary.
HQ.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby.
Wasn't scary, but also wasn't very action-oriented either. I loved Death Stranding for what it was, but it was like, it's its own thing. You can't really compare it to anything else, in my opinion. The DLC they put out for it a little while after, like when they did the re-release of it or whatever, the remaster, was pretty cool because it had some Metal Gear references with like a cardboard box and some really futuristic looking guards and stuff. I feel like they could do a good stealth action game. But I understand where Kojima and his team come from, is they don't want to be like pigeonholed to like doing the same kind of game all the time. That's fair, you know? Because I feel like he was sick of doing Metal Gear for a really long time. My hope for the future of this series is that the remake comes out. It's at least like good enough to be like a 70%, or like it's like mostly good, so that they can the team that's making it can cut their teeth on a Metal Gear game that's already just laid out for them. All they got to do is make the game and remake it and do it good. That's my hope, so that when they get to that point, they're like, okay, we made a Metal Gear game, we did a remake of the best one, and people liked it. So now we need to take what we've learned there and make a new one. And if they can make a completely new Metal Gear game, I'd be more there for that, in my opinion. I feel like they could do it. But I feel like they picked the worst game to remake, because they're going to be under so much pressure now to make a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, like debatably the best game in the series for most people. You know? Like, if they had picked, like, one of the ones that were, like, not liked as much, or one that wasn't as known, like I said, like, if they had, say, done Metal Gear 1 for MSX, but done it with, like, MGS5 controls and graphics, man, that would have been huge, because those games need a remake really bad. They've been around for a long time, and they need a remake. I feel like that would have been a better choice for them personally, but I'm not a game dev. I don't know. I'm just thinking as a fan, what would make the most sense for like a new team to pick up a series that they didn't necessarily create. And I do know that a lot of the people that are working there did work on the original team, but it's not all of them. I would look forward to another stealth action game from them, though, even if it's not Metal Gear, if it's its own thing. Like, obviously, I'm totally 100% down for that. In my opinion, if Sony was smart, like with how Xbox is scooping up devs and stuff like that, if Sony was smart, I'm not saying they should buy Konami, but I think they should buy some of Konami's IPs, if they could do it. Like, if they could get Konami to sell them Metal Gear, and say Silent Hill or Castlevania or something like that, or even Contra, they could make so much money. Because then they'd have, like, exclusive games that they want. But, I mean, it don't really matter to a certain degree, because consoles, I think, after this generation are pretty much done anyways, so, you know. Not done in the fact that there won't be a Sony and a Microsoft and stuff like that, but I think consoles are done in the way that they're just going to become services rather than hardware. So they'll end up like Steam and Xbox Live and the way that stuff is now with Game Pass and stuff like it. It makes more sense for them to just do that and maybe have the optional ability to buy a console to play it on, you know what I mean? But like not... Like, you wouldn't have to go out and buy, like, a PlayStation 6 to play PlayStation games. You could play them on a computer. Like, I feel like that's ideal. Microsoft has headed that way for a while now, and I feel like Sony needs to go that way, too, eventually. But I don't know how stubborn they're going to be with that, because they're a pretty stubborn company. Nothing at all? Okay. trying to get meds and stuff because we're really low on that stuff. Meds and rations because I need to give a bunch to Snick. But yeah, I'll probably play that new Silent Hill game. I think I'm going to stream probably today or tomorrow or the next day is my idea. Because it'd be something different than I usually do on the channel. It'll be a little change for me. And like I said, I want to form my own opinion on it. Rather than just watching somebody else and letting their opinion inform me of what I think. Okay, we got like 3 soldiers now. Should be fine. I'm surprised the battery hasn't gone down at all. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's pretty short. I think it's only like an hour or 2 hours or something like that, so it'll just be like an easy stream to go through and play it. Okay, now can finally assemble some teammates here. So you're good medical. You're good combat. You're probably good for this. Although maybe I'll put him on R&D just in case, because I feel like we're probably better off having some people on R&D. What did I say this guy was? Combat, right? We'll just throw him there, I guess. And the guy that I put on Intel, we'll put him into R&D. Just to get at least somebody on every team, because I feel like we're gonna need it. I'll probably play a couple more missions and then we'll end after that. I'm actually genuinely surprised that my battery has not gone down even slightly. Okay. What does Camel Gut say? I mean, I could just throw them all in the spy unit for now, just to satisfy the game, but I don't wanna. This dude's better than Johnny. Not in rate of fire though. I think we'll just throw him. I'm just trying to get this stuff like to move along a little bit better, if that makes sense. There's a bunch of new games I'd like to play. I just don't have the time really to go into them with music and everything that I'm doing. It's kind of like that takes up a lot of my time, obviously. Frick, I'm into. Wonder if I can like drop an item on the ground and then switch to Snake and pick it up. I can't see why not. I've never really tried it before, if I'm being honest. Okay. I mean, we could just play as Jonathan, realistically, so it's whatever. Okay. This is what I'm saying, like all this recruitment stuff is the kind of stuff that I'm probably mostly, when we're doing this playthrough, going to do off stream. Because like it's not really, like, it's entertaining, but it's not like story entertaining. I like to do mostly story stuff on stream. This game isn't particularly long either, obviously. It's only a small game, but is whatever. Okay, go over here. I don't think there are scientists in this level. I could be wrong. Could get that guy, I suppose. That guy's probably the closest thing to the exit. I'm just trying to get some weapons and items and stuff over here, too. Because obviously we need to stock up on all of it. Once the R&D team gets going, though, like once you get that going, it's a lot easier because then you can just obviously make items. But for now, we kind of screwed. Where did that guy go? Did he just walk back? Am I stupid? I didn't see him. Does he go outside? He doesn't have that long of a walking path, does he? He can't. There's no way. Oh no, he's right there. Okay. We'll grab this dude, I guess. He's probably the closest we're gonna get on this map. This is why I don't do this map, because it's such a big area to... What was that? Get out of here. And stay down. At least Johnny carries people a lot faster, I'll give him that. Trying to think of like other games I'd like to play. I do like playing horror games. Depending on what it is. There are certain games that I would actually like to do on stream. But another thing is I don't really have the money to be throwing around at games a whole lot, really. So it's like a lot of my retro stuff, like it might seem like a lot, but most of it is just from like thrifting and stuff like that. So I don't really spend a great deal of money on that stuff. Evil Within 2. Yeah, I heard that was good. I feel like I played part of the first one, but I never played through the whole thing. I'm usually more into like indie game type horror because a lot of them are actually like legitimately scary, more than a lot of the AAA horror games are just kind of like, oh look, it's a creepy monster, and it's like, oh. Not all of them, obviously, but you know. Okay, let me drop all of these rations for Snake, and we're gonna switch to Snake, and hopefully they stay there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they will go away, but anything is possible. Grab these real quick. There we go. Yeah, for sure. I meant to actually follow you last night, and then I forgot to go and do it. I was thinking about it. Free money. I keep forgetting. I'm forgetting that I'm playing as Snake right now, and I gotta not forget that, because I'm gonna get myself caught like immediately. It is nice having an actual silenced handgun, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's the worst part about playing through Portable Ops Plus, is not having the tools like that to deal with a lot of the enemies. Can't go in there. What about out here? Okay, we can go out here. How'd that miss? Maybe it didn't. Maybe I'm just stupid. Why do I hear a soldier walking around, but I don't see anybody? I thought I had everybody. See, like, the thing is, like, the soldiers are up here. Like, how am I supposed to get them down to the truck realistically without it being really annoying? That's why, like, I feel like this game, one of the things that is lacking, because you always end up playing the same level over and over again because it's a lot easier to get soldiers on certain levels. Like, especially if you're just trying to get, like, a general recruit and not, you know, get crazy good soldiers or anything. Yeah, a lot of the ones I play are on, itch.io or whatever, too. There's a lot of really good indie games. There's one I played recently on stream called Cordosis that's, like, not fully done yet, but, like, it's a really good game. Like, it's extremely good. It has to do with, like, alien abductions, but it's, like, really scary. Legitimately, it's done very well. I'm actually excited to play the rest of it. the good thing about itch.io is that if you play a game on there and you like it, a lot of times you're kind of like pre-ordering it. So like if you stick with a game that you like, you get the rest of the game for free when it eventually comes out or whatever. Which obviously happens on Steam too, but
It's the enemy.
I feel like a lot more indie games are on there than they are on Steam. But I do play a lot on Steam. I've only recently really got back into playing PC games because of I didn't have a computer for a really long time. I couldn't afford one for a really long time, and then once I started streaming, where I was streaming from a laptop for so long, and I was playing Minecraft for my PS5, I basically just worked on getting a computer. So once I got an actual decent computer, it's been really fun because it really opened up my opportunities for what I can play, for sure. And makes the stream quality obviously a lot better than just streaming from a PlayStation, because you can't do layouts or anything like that, right? I do like a lot of older horror games too. I was thinking I might go back and do some eventually. I think I've done Resident Evil 2 on stream, like the remake.
HQ.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still
I'm not a
nearby.
fan of the first-person Resident Evil games. I like watching them, but I'm not a fan of the games themselves, playing them. Just not my thing. Not that they're bad or anything. I don't think they're bad at all. I'd rather third-person horror, definitely, or over the shoulder. One I was thinking about streaming later on was Code Veronica on Dreamcast. Because I've never beaten the Dreamcast version. I own it, but I've never beaten it on Dreamcast. So I was like, it'd be kind of fun to do. Okay, the battery's finally starting to go down. Bro, Snake stamina is brutal in this game. Yeah. They did eventually, I'm pretty sure, yep. I know the DLC for Resident Evil Village or whatever is in third person,
This is HQ.
which made me want to play it, but then I was kind of like, eh.
All clear.
Acknowledged.
But like, once again, it's also a thing of like every game now is like $80, and it's like if I'm gonna play a game, like I'm very indecisive about what I buy, because I'm like, am I actually gonna play this? Because most times what happens to me is I'll buy like a brand new game, I'll play it for a little while, and then I'll just get bored of it. I really like playing the Horizon games. I played both of them straight through, but I never streamed them. Does he come out here? I didn't think he did.
Huh? What was that?
Nothing. It's gonna be you getting knocked out in a second. I do prefer third person too. It depends, like, on the game. Some games are good in first person,
Here.
but I feel like certain games just work better in certain certain perspectives, obviously. But if I'm gonna play Resident Evil or Silent Hill, I would prefer them to be third person.
Huh? What was that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's certain games like that you're just like, okay, well, this game makes sense to be first person. This game makes sense to be third person.
What the?
Bro, who the fuck?
HQ.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. The enemy is attacking from
I
an
have
unknown
no idea
position.
who heard that, but I'm just gonna
Acknowledged.
go.
Keep your eyes open.
Hopefully he notices the magazine before he notices me. The Doom games are really good, the remakes. I love the originals, obviously, too, because I grew up with them, but... yeah. I think it's like I said before, too. I try to purposefully stream games that most people don't. Like, I try to not jump on, like, the bandwagons of playing, like, whatever game is preferable.
Huh?
Or what's
What was
popular.
that?
Oh, that guy's upstairs. Okay, he's gonna take a while to get down here. But yeah, I try to play games that, like, normally most people wouldn't bother with. Like, that's what with the retro console stuff, that's where I've been kind of leaning into that. To do, like, Sega stuff, because most people are Nintendo fans nowadays for whatever reason, but, like, Sega has so many good games. And I'm a Sega kid. Like, I grew up with Sega Genesis was my first console that I said, hey, I want this. Like, I had a regular NES when I was a kid, but then when I got old enough, I asked for a Sega Genesis. So, you know. God, it's so tedious. I hate it. Plus, like I said, I have, like, a bunch of retro. Like, I have Sega Genesis, 32X, Sega CD combo or whatever. Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, Sega Master System, Game Gear. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, PlayStation, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, Neo Geo CD, PC Engine, TurboGrafx 16, Atari 2600, television, you know, whatever, Atari Jaguar, whatever you can think of, I can pretty much, assuming I have said game for them, I can play them. So, like, a lot of times I'll try to do certain games that most people don't play. Okay. I'm trying to get to, like, one more cutscene before I end stream, but it's not being easy, is it? I don't remember exact the amount of time I have to wait either for the exact amount of time I have to wait to be able to get the next mission. I know there's, like, it's not really like a time limit, but, like, a certain amount of days go by pretty much. So we got all those. They don't really have much life though. They're pretty shit on life. I'm gonna throw you in here. Where's the medical guy? And I'm gonna move him out of there. Although none of them are particularly good, are they? We'll put that guy over here. It's pretty good. Like, we still have a bunch of soldiers here that haven't switched yet. It takes a certain amount of time depending on what kind of soldier they are too, obviously. Status. Alright, I should probably do the thing I said I was gonna do. Being this stuff. Give him some rations if I have any. If I don't, I can take them off another character. But I don't think I have any, actually, because we took all the ones off Johnny. It seems like I'm having a hard time finding rations. We'll find them after, but, you know. Give him that for now, I guess. Better to have than to not have it. Bro, how many recruits do we need, bro? Am I supposed to send them somewhere? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Because I don't even remember how to do this. Okay. Oh, he said to send it to the... Where was it he said? I'm stupid. I'm actually just putting them in the wrong place because I'm an idiot. Supply depot. Okay. No. I'm stupid. I'm supposed to have them equipped to the supply depot. And I got them all on to prison. I was like, why isn't this working? Because you're doing it wrong, you dumbass. That's what I get for skipping through dialogue without reading. There we go. I was like, what's going on? I've already served already. Okay. Sweet. I should probably put those guys somewhere before I do anything. Just throw you there, because we do need somebody there, even if they're not particularly good at it. We gotta have some people on the go here. Okay. Report. Okay, a map detailing cargo shipment routes is located inside the warehouse in the supply depot. The warehouse is located behind the large building. Intel suggests that the map is available for procurement. Okay, so we need to go to supply depot and get that. That's the last mission we'll do for tonight, I think, then. It's pretty good for, like, a good, solid stream. Okay. Yes, I know. It's in the building behind it.
This is gonna be interesting.
There you go. I had to have a Conker quote. It is one of my favorite video games of all time. Don't be seen by the enemy. Like, no shit. I'm not going to be Snake on this one anyways, because there's not really any soldiers to be able to see me besides the other guys. We'll just go with Jonathan. He's the quickest. Okay, Johnny. Let's do this. I'm glad Johnny doesn't have bowel problems in this game. Take the TNT. Why not, right? They said the building beside. Do they mean this building over here? I don't remember which one they're actually talking about. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
What's that?
What? What? Oh, you actually not fooled by me?
Nothing here.
Or is it just footsteps that he's freaking out about?
What's that?
Bro. What are you talking about,
Nothing
man?
here.
Guy needs to chill out. He needs to calm down, man. I didn't think it was this one. What's that building down there? It wouldn't be in there, would it, with the barrel in front of it? I don't think so. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't go that far.
Huh? Who's that?
Bro. I had to be sneaking. I was like, oh, I'll be able to get behind him in time. No. Get up. Get up, old man. Or don't. Don't works too. If we're being real here. Well, really? Like, nobody else saw that. I don't understand how if they don't call in, they still know what's on the go.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
It's okay, we got this. Bro. I choked on my drink. I'm like, bro, why? Okay, well, they're smarter in this than they are in Plus, that's for sure. I think this is the one where we actually have to blow up this wall in order to get to what we're trying to get to. I could be wrong.
Huh? It's the enemy!
Why would you lie down, Johnny? What are you doing, bro? Good thing I have lots of medical kits. It's okay. I'm not really worried about alerts. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. Oh god, there's two soldiers over there. Never mind. I'm pretty sure what we were supposed to do is blow that wall and we have to go behind it. I could be wrong. That could be a different mission I'm thinking of, but I think so. I'm just trying to get away from these assholes.
The enemy's here!
The enemy's where? You didn't see me. Go on with ya. You didn't see me. Probably gonna see me now, watch. Okay. I'll take that win.
Just my imagination.
It's a W I'll take. So there's nowhere to hide here is the problem. Go back under the bed again. Hopefully he doesn't come in here, I guess.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Commence alert
The enemy is
formation.
still nearby.
There's no rations. I can't find any rations. Might be downstairs in the jail cell area, though. Come on, guys. I just want to finish this mission. I had to be stupid and sneak behind the guy. If I wasn't sneaking, I wouldn't have got caught. Good old Johnny. See, the thing is, the joystick doesn't have any sensitivity, so it's just on or off when you're pressing a direction. So if you want to sneak, you have to hold triangle while you're doing it. So yeah, that's part of the game. How? Bro, I am so sick of you guys. I am so sick of you guys. The enemy's here. Shut up. Shut up.
HQ.
This is HQ.
Oh, maybe it was another mission. Or maybe I'm completely stupid. I think I know what it is, though.
Eliminate all enemies.
Good thing I'm stocked up on medkits. Is this rations? Nope, that's medkits. I'll take it. There's a lot of medkits. No rations. I think that's what we're looking for right there. The bright side is the mission's pretty much over once you get shit, so it's like, don't really matter. Get your ass out of there. And by get your ass out of there, he just stands in the corner and fades black. Okay. Okay. Giving us a lot of valuable intel on the peninsula. Now we have the location of the town, the rail bridge, the Soviet security base, and the harbor. I like security base. And just as suspected, the map shows the precise routes to and from the supply depot. I guess it was worth the trouble after all. I'll say now all we have to do is head straight for the harbor. At least, I wish it were that simple. Why, what's the problem? To get to the harbor, we have to pass over the rail bridge. But that bridge has been closed off and turned into a checkpoint. How do you know? A supplement to the map lists the rotation schedule for the soldiers' meeting. The checkpoint. Checkpoint, huh? That could be trouble. Is there a way to get around it? As you can see from the map, the eastern half of the peninsula is divided from the western half by a river. If we want to get to the harbor by truck, the only way is to cross over the rail bridge. So not only are we cut off from the harbor, we can't get to the east side of the peninsula at all. Is there a way to break through the checkpoint? Can't say for sure without actually scouting the place out, but I'll bet a checkpoint will be heavily guarded. Busting our way through probably isn't an option. Damn. At any rate, let's start by getting a feel for the situation at the bridge checkpoint. And then we'll talk about getting through. Okay, we'll do some managing first. There is a scorpion stored inside the supply depot. See, this is the stuff I'll probably do off stream, just getting like extra weapons and stuff. That way, like when I do come to stream the game, like whenever I do any of these games, where I can do that, I'm ready to go right away. We already have some good soldiers over here, so I'm not really gonna go crazy on that. I feel like I should probably put a spy or two on there, maybe. Now that we don't need them at the supply depot anymore, you know? I feel like our probable best bet is to put like one person on each one, maybe. Well, we can't do that really right now, but I'll keep it there first because we want to get that before anything. Okay, time to save. I'm gonna go back to the title menu because I want to show you the sick theme song for this game. I love the theme song. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Obviously, the regular Metal Gear theme song is a little intro. It has a really good song theme too. I forget what it's called. Calling to the Night, I think is what it's called. It's really good. Not as good as like Snake Eater now, but you know, that was a classic. Ugh. And obviously you can see the titular Metal Gear right there, pretty much. Cool Metal Gear Russia. I actually like the design. It's really like not as good as Rex or Sahelanthropus or anything, but not as bad as like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like an in-between. Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to end stream here. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it very much. Good hanging out again. I'll be on your stream later if you stream for sure. Hang out for a bit. Yeah. Have a good night. Oh yeah, I got a new end screen too. I got a bunch of new screens. I don't remember which one it is. There you go. Little animation. Going with the whole theming of my streams, you know. Anyways, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye!